Welcome to today's episode. Today we are going to talk about how desire quietly destroys intelligence, according to Chanakya. Desire does not arrive loudly. It does not announce itself. It enters the mind gently, often disguised as a harmless thought. This is why it is dangerous. According to Chanakya, the greatest enemy of intelligence is not ignorance. It is uncontrolled desire. Ignorance can be corrected through learning, but desire, once it controls the mind, distorts learning itself. Chanakya observed that when desire rises, clarity slowly falls. Not suddenly, not dramatically, but quietly. At first, intelligence still seems present. The person still appears logical, still capable, still aware. But the direction of intelligence changes. Instead of asking, "What is right?" the mind begins to ask, "How can I justify what I want?" This is the first corruption of intelligence. Chanakya warned that desire does not destroy intelligence by force. It redirects it. A sharp mind under desire becomes a dangerous tool, not for wisdom, but for self-deception. The person begins to use intelligence not to see truth, but to protect craving. This is why highly intelligent people often fall harder than others. Their intelligence becomes a servant of desire. Chanakya believed that desire narrows vision. When desire dominates, the mind stops seeing long-term consequences. It focuses only on immediate satisfaction. What will happen tomorrow becomes less important than what feels good now. This is not weakness of intelligence. This is misuse of intelligence. The mind still calculates, but only within a small frame. Chanakya compared this to a chariot whose driver is asleep. The horses are strong. The chariot is fast, but direction is lost. Another subtle way desire destroys intelligence is by creating urgency. Desire always says, "now." It creates pressure. It removes patience. Chanakya taught that patience is the shield of intelligence. When patience disappears, errors multiply. A calm mind observes. A restless mind reacts. Desire turns observation into reaction, and reaction is always less intelligent than response. Chanakya also spoke deeply about attachment. Desire grows strongest where attachment is deepest. Attachment clouds judgment. When we are attached to pleasure, to people, to outcomes, we lose objectivity. The mind becomes biased, and intelligence without objectivity is incomplete. Chanakya believed that an attached mind cannot judge correctly, because it already prefers an outcome. Truth becomes negotiable. This is why desire is dangerous in leadership, in decision-making, and in personal life. It bends intelligence silently. Chanakya also warned about imagination. Uncontrolled imagination feeds desire continuously. The mind begins to live more in fantasy than reality. Intelligence depends on reality. Desire thrives on imagination. When imagination dominates, the mind stops evaluating facts accurately. Small risks are ignored. Large consequences are underestimated. This is how people walk knowingly into loss while believing they are making smart choices. Another insight from Chanakya was about repetition. Repeated indulgence weakens resistance. Each time desire is satisfied without restraint, the mind learns a pattern. It learns that impulse leads to reward. Over time, intelligence stops questioning impulses. This is how habits form, and habits shape character. Chanakya believed that character is intelligence in action. When desire controls habit, character declines. He also emphasized the role of comfort. Excess comfort dulls intelligence. A comfortable mind avoids effort, An avoiding mind avoids thinking. Desire often seeks comfort, not growth. This is why Chanakya valued discipline. Discipline protects intelligence from decay, not by punishment, but by structure. A disciplined life reduces unnecessary desires. Fewer desires mean fewer conflicts inside the mind. Chanakya also spoke about guilt. Desire followed by guilt creates mental weakness. Guilt does not restore intelligence. It confuses it further. Chanakya advised awareness, not shame. Observe desire. Understand its source. Notice its patterns. Awareness restores intelligence. A mind that observes itself cannot be easily enslaved. He also believed that intelligence requires energy. Desire drains mental energy. The constant internal conflict between wanting and resisting exhausts the mind. An exhausted mind makes poor decisions. This is why Chanakya stressed balance, not extreme denial, not blind indulgence. Balance keeps intelligence sharp. One of Chanakya's most powerful teachings was about self-mastery. He believed that true intelligence is the ability to pause before speaking, to pause before acting, to pause before indulging. That pause is where wisdom lives. Desire hates pauses. Intelligence depends on them. Chanakya believed that freedom does not mean fulfilling every desire. Freedom means not being compelled by them. A person ruled by desire may feel free, but is internally controlled. A person who controls desire may appear restrained, but is internally free. Ultimately, Chanakya taught that intelligence is not lost overnight. It is eroded, quietly, gradually, through small justifications. This is why desire is so dangerous, not because it is powerful, but because it is subtle. To protect intelligence, Chanakya advised purpose. A mind with purpose has less space for destructive desire. Purpose organizes energy. Desire scatters it. When purpose leads, intelligence follows. And when intelligence follows purpose, life becomes stable, clear, and strong. This is the wisdom of Chanakya Neeti.